Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of Pure Sound, where we take an in-depth look into the sound profiles of unique and high-performance automobiles. For today's video, we're going to be focusing on the 2016 Dodge Charger SRT 392. Of course, I'll show you how the exhaust system works. We'll get plenty of revs, acceleration, cold start, warm start, strap a bunch of GoPros on and take it for a thorough drive. I'll show you how launch control works and really immerse you guys in the whole sound experience of the vehicle. In the last year, we've had plenty of experience with the new Charger, including the Hellcat, the SRT 392, the RT Scat Pack, and the regular RT. So if you want to see any of those more in depth, click the link in the top right-hand corner of this video. I'd also like to thank Farmington Dragway of Mocksville, North Carolina for allowing us to come out today. For more information about the facility and how you can get involved, please feel free to check out their website provided in the description box below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Remote start comes standard on the SRT. Just can't get enough of that. Alright, so how does this exhaust system work? Well, it's got variable bypass valves and the mufflers and stuff like other cars with sport modes and everything, but they're not tied to the various modes. So within the SRT screen, where you have like default, custom, sport, and track, the exhaust note doesn't necessarily change when you put it in like default versus track. The throttle sensitivity gets uprated, the transmission, steering, suspension, all that kind of stuff gets changed. But the bypass valves in this case are solely based off of RPMs. So when you're driving down the road, and especially when idling and stuff, I mean, the car sounds absolutely menacing just in its own right. But the more you bury the pedal, there we go. It just opens up into the most incredible thing, like you're unleashing this massive beast under the hood, which it is a pretty massive beast under the hood. A 6.4 liter, 392 cubic inch V8, 485 horsepower, 485 torque. She is a monster. I absolutely love these cars. I mean, they're big, they're heavy, but boy do they drive good. Golly, that acceleration just goes on and on. 90, 95. Oh man, that's so addicting. guys, let me go ahead and show you how launch control works. Once you start the car, you just go ahead and put the vehicle into drive, and there's two different ways you can do this. The easiest way is a launch button in the center stack. While you're in drive, just press and hold launch. There's a little light that illuminates down there, and in the instrument cluster it says to launch, press brake and quickly apply full throttle. At that point, which I'll show you in just a second, you just hit the brake, mash the gas, let off the brake, and take off. Otherwise, you can go between your SRT modes, and there's a section called race options. Within race options, there's like launch control, and there's a shift light, which I've talked about that in previous videos. If you want to see that more in depth, click the link in the top right hand corner of this video. But otherwise, you can activate launch control from that screen or customize your launch RPM. So depending on, I guess, your driving style or what you're trying to achieve, whatever you think has the best traction based on the tires you have in the car, if you went other than stock and all that kind of stuff. But you can program the launch RPM anywhere from 1500 to 3500 RPM, and it goes up in 250 RPM increments, which is pretty cool. But for this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and put it at 2000 RPM. All right, so now everything's ready. We have the launch RPM set at 2000 RPM. We are in drive. We hit launch, press brake, and quickly apply full throttle. It holds the RPMs right at 2000 RPM, then let go. Woo! Oh my God. To do. There's a little bit of wheel spin at the lower RPMs, but man, combined with this 8-speed, the 8 HP 70 ZF automatic transmission, again, we've talked about that in previous videos as well, it is just absolutely incredible. I mean, listen to this thing. Golly, it never gets old. Of course, with rev matching downshifts. Awesome. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed the pure sound demonstration on the 2016 Dodge Charger SRT 392. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's always a lot more where that came from. Take care guys.